On this week's episode of Bayou Wild TV.
Hey, welcome to another Tigers in the Wild episode. Today we're at beautiful Covey Rise, hunting some bobwhite quail, Preston, Hickey, and his dad, Tim. Come on with us.
Yeah, so you have your guide, obviously, who's putting you on the coveys and telling you what to do. And then you have the dogs, who I kind of think would be like the quarterback. You know, they're kind of guiding the whole operation. They got one dog that goes out and points, okay, they got the quails here, and they got a flusher, and comes and flushes all the birds up in the air. And then they got us, you know, who shoots, and, you know, like my dad, all types of angles of shots.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Global Outdoors. Find your next adventure and share your experiences with others by downloading the Global Outdoors mobile app or visiting globaloutdoors.com. Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
And the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
Sportsmanship,
and heritage that make us Bayou Wild.
Welcome to Covey Rise, an outdoor retreat in the Florida parishes of Louisiana. It's here where sportsmen gather to enjoy some of Louisiana's most prime preserved quail hunting, coupled with creature comforts of a true hunting experience.
A lot of people are very surprised to find out about all of the benefits and all of the opportunities that Covey Rise offers. Sporting clays, there's cabins to get away. Of course, they do the quail, pheasant, chukar hunts, even mallard hunts. And it's just a beautiful place to spend a weekend up here and get away from the maddening crowd. And I see kids up here wearing their camo and enjoying the days, a weekend with their families. Great place, Covey Rise Lodge near Hustle, Louisiana.
We're here today with another tiger in the wild, LSU defensive lineman Preston Hickey and his dad Tim.
So I started playing football when I was 5. Right away, when my dad knew I could get in tackle football, he put me right in it. Was at St. Paul's, and then after I finished a great senior year, committed to Oklahoma State. Played there for a year, and then right at Christmas, you know, I talked to my family. I was like, you know, my love and, you know, what I have for the Tigers and LSU and the university, I want to play for LSU. And so we got talking, I got in the transfer portal and transferred over to LSU, and it's been the greatest decision of my life.
I don't think people realize what a full-time commitment playing football or playing athletics at a major university like LSU is. It's 365 for them. When the football season ends, it's off season. So he's not home too much. Growing up, I coached him. We did a lot together. So when I have this time, it's special.
Coming up next.
Hi, I'm Preston Hickey, defensive lineman for LSU.
This is Tigers in the Wild, presented by Sunshine Equipment, your local Louisiana John Deere dealer.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Sign up for the CCA Star Tournament today and celebrate 30 years with bigger boats, bigger engines, and more ways to win. There's a division for everyone. Catch a tagged redfish, win a truck. Catch the biggest speckled trout, win a boat. Catch a yellowfin tuna, win a golf cart. Plus a special youth division. And you can even win by just signing up. Don't go fishing without your Star ticket. Visit ccastar.com to sign up today. Become a supporter of the Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association today by visiting supportlwaa.org. Browse the selection of exclusive gear, including t-shirts in a variety of colors and styles, plus hats, koozies, and more. Gear up today and support the LWAA.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Tigers in the Wild. This little guy here is Preston Hickey with LSU football and his dad Tim. We're out here at beautiful Covey Rise on a beautiful day, late season, getting some bobwhite quail.
Everybody ready? Come on. Yeah, there might be another one. Get ready, guys.
One of the things about Tigers in the Wild we try to accomplish is we want to showcase LSU athletes not in their natural habitat, but in our natural habitat.
My dad wasn't necessarily the biggest hunter. My uncle always hunted, and I always had a passion and an interest for hunting. So I think it was around maybe I was 8 or so. I got my first rifle and we went hunting with my dad's boss. I killed my first deer then. And then I was hunting here and there, and then actually when I got back, some of the players on LSU got me back into hunting, and I went duck hunting a lot this past season, and I fell in love with it.
Ready? Get him up. Get him up, Georgia. Pop it.
It's a dead bird.
The pointer, it's going to be running back and forth out there smelling the bird. When it smells the bird, it's going to show us where it's at. Then the second pointer of the team comes along, the little flush dog. She runs in front of that pointer and makes those birds fly, and that's how we get a shot.
I've been on an awful lot of quail hunts in my time, and I got to tell you, today was one that I would say was the most fun.
Get him up. I was born ready.
I've hunted with a lot of people in my years, but I don't know if I've ever heard somebody that had so many unique, original excuses for missing as you did.
You know, I didn't grow up, you might not know this, I didn't grow up in a hunting family.
Really?
My dad was
totally
a coach.
Shocked.
My dad was a coach. So I told my kids, and Preston was interested in hunting, I told him, I'll get you whatever you get, but I'm not the guy to teach you.
And we even got to see some trick shots from my dad. Learn some all type of new angles and where to shoot from.
Do I take credit for that?
Oh, there's one right there.
Holy aim! Dude, that's right in front of you.
Was that you or me?
Dude, are you serious? You're a claimer.
You know what? I'm gonna claim half the bird. You know, half a sack, half a bird.
At one time, Louisiana, like a lot of other states, had some pretty unique and large wild quail populations. Well, over the past several decades, they've dwindled now to where most of the quail hunting takes place on shooting preserves, like here at Covey Rise. But the future of hunting birds, particularly quail, that's what it's going to be. Shooting preserve. I really don't hold out much hope for the wild populations to come back. There's a few that are going to be on some of the larger natural habitats, but for the most part, if you're going to hunt birds, you're going to do it on a shooting preserve.
Come on, get ready.
Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video-monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemary Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
In Louisiana, food brings everyone together. These are the flavors that make friends out of total strangers. The flavors that remind you of home. It's the meals you crave, that take time, that show love. Because in Louisiana, we cook. And we know that when we come together to cook and eat, life gets better. So pull up a chair, leave room for seconds, and pass a good time. Because life needs Louisiana flavor, baby.
One of the reasons why Double D has been around for 50 years is because we are consistent with what built the business. And we go to great lengths to make sure that when you bring a deer or a hog or whatever it may be, your meat stays your meat all the way through the process. But we want to be as true to the original intent, which is a local meat company. And that's something that we want to maintain for as long as the Lord lets us do it.
Continuing this week's episode, we're busting coveys in Hustle, Louisiana at Covey Rise. And today, we can't stress enough the importance of having a good wingman.
I didn't even plan on shooting today and doing anything with a gun. I was just coming out to take it all in, and you gave me the opportunity.
Yeah, so you have your guide, obviously, who's putting you on the coveys and telling you what to do. And then you have the dogs, who I kind of think would be like the quarterback. You know, they're kind of guiding the whole operation. They got one dog that goes out and points, okay, they got the quails here, and they got a flusher, and comes and flushes all the birds up in the air. And then they got us, you know, who shoots, and, you know, like my dad, all types of angles of shots.
Let me move that. Let me get my spots on the wing. I like being a wing guy.
All we're doing from covey to covey is having a good time. You know, just shooting the breeze, getting to know each other. And to me, that's what it's all about, and watching the dogs, you know. Just killing the birds is just a bonus. It's just a bonus.
Oh, gosh. Learning new techniques every day from my dad. Hey, straight up, straight down. I cover all angles. Dude, that was awesome.
There's a little picking going on. There's a lot of respect that's earned, and people are making jokes, making excuses, and really spending some really quality time together.
Get him up.
Yeah, you know, I was on the corner today, and you kind of were in the middle, had it all blocked up. A lot of parallels there, and there were some instances where it looked like a rugby scrum out.
Yeah, they really did.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
A lot of fun.
All right, dogs are doing excellent. Hunters are doing, so-so. But we still got high hope. And we got coming up, we got birds still busting and dogs working hard. Here, got the birds locked up. We got the cocker named Georgia. She's getting ready to flush the birds. Out on the right flank, we got Lance. In the middle, we got our guide, Keith. And up here in the middle, we got the big guy, Preston Hickey. And Tim Hickey on the left flank. So let's see what happens here. Okay, and the dog goes in. Georgia's searching for the birds. We know they're locked down. There they go, they flush. And we got a shot by, whoa. All right, you saw it. It's organized chaos. Watch the bird right there. There's a bird sitting right there ready to flush.
All right, well, Preston's a pretty big fella. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him an A+ just because. Now Tim's a strong C, strong C. And Mr. Don, I'm gonna give you an A just because too. That's what we're going. So Tim, he sounds like the weak link, but he did provide some entertainment and knock down a few birds. So perfect, good morning.
That must have been mine. We'll ask the dog, I think he knows. Hey, was that me? I think I had my one kill in like the second or third round, and then it went downhill. It got even worse.
Whoa, whoa. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Get him up. That was falling already.
There's a little lanyard to quail hunting, and that's dining on some delicious bobwhite quail. Now, you're going to have a little advantage on cooking yours, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I told you, my wife is a chef by trade. She went to the Culinary Institute of America up in New York. So one thing we don't lack for is good eating in our family, so I'm sure she'll come up with something with this quail and make a great meal out of it. We'll enjoy it.
Coming up next, it's a family affair, and we had to get Mom involved to prepare a delicious quail dinner.
There's nothing quite like the Louisiana outdoors. Known for its mystique and natural beauty, sometimes there's no better place to clear your head. John Deere products from Sunshine can help you do just that. From the woods to the field, every view is better from behind the wheel of a John Deere. Ask your local Sunshine dealer about our current promotions or learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Hi, I'm Miss Louisiana, Mackenzie Scroggs, with a safety message from the Louisiana propane dealers. Propane cylinders are safety certified for 12 years, and after that, you must have it recertified or traded in for a new one. And if you make any changes to your tank or appliances, you must have it inspected by a certified propane dealer. And that's the law. Propane is safe, clean, exceptional energy for everyone, and it's a fuel for our future. To find out more, visit louisianapropane.com.
Welcome back to Tigers in the Wild. Well, you just saw a couple of guys out there bagging some quail. Got them all ready here for Father's Day. And to cook them up, we have Mom right here, Rebecca Hickey. And Rebecca, tell us about Louisiana Cajun roasted quail dish that you do.
Well, this is a special recipe for these quail. Actually, the quail, I'm going to cook them in a 500-degree oven. And they're going to be served on a shrimp jambalaya, the quail, and then it's going to have the andouille cream sauce over the top of it.
Sounds scrumptious. All right, so how do we start? We start with the jambalaya?
We're going to start with the jambalaya. Yes, sir. All right, so we need our onions and bell pepper and celery right here. Oh,
bell peppers, which one first?
This is perfect, yeah. And I have a little melted butter, couple tablespoons of melted butter, and we're just going to go ahead and saute these onions and bell peppers and celery. I believe that's called the Holy Trinity, right?
Exactly.
I mean, you can't.
God bless them.
You can't make Louisiana food without it. We're also gonna, in a separate skillet, I'm gonna go ahead and start sauteing the andouille and tasso.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
That's perfect. And this way I can kind of kill two birds with one stone.
So where did you learn to cook?
Well, you know, whenever I was really young, probably 4 years old, I always loved being in the kitchen with my mom. Mm-hmm. And my mom loved to cook. And so I would stir the pots behind her back and add a little seasoning behind her back. Whenever I was in college, I started working at Chez Paris, which was a French restaurant. Philippe Parola.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, Philippe's
been on our show a lot.
And I loved it. I just loved restaurant business. And I told him I wanted to be a chef like him. And at that time I was at LSU. So I went home and told my dad I was quitting LSU and I was moving to New York to go to the Culinary Institute of America. My dad said, no, you're gonna finish. You're gonna finish LSU. So I finished LSU and then moved to New York and graduated from the Culinary Institute of America. So.
Okay, so how's that jambalaya coming along?
All right, so our onions and bell pepper and garlic's looking really, really good.
Smelling good, too.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and add our tasso and our andouille. While that's cooking just a little bit more, if you'll grab me my seasoned shrimp. And here we're gonna add 1/4 cup of tomato sauce. And once you've added your chicken stock and your tomato sauce, you want to just bring that to a little bit of a boil. And then it is the rice.
Now this recipe, is this one of your own or is it one you modified or how did you get this?
So Chef Paul Prudhomme makes his jambalaya with tomato sauce. And so it's real similar to his. Next, I'm going to start our andouille cream sauce.
That's cooking. Tell me about being the mom of an LSU defensive lineman. Is he on a restricted diet? Do you have to prepare special food for him?
So he's not on a restricted diet, but he definitely eats very healthy. He doesn't eat a lot of sugar. He eats lots of protein, and I tend to like to make brownies and cakes, but he'll not eat it. But he eats a lot.
Quantity-wise and quality.
Of course, he eats a lot. While that's cooking and the jambalaya is cooking, we can talk about the quail. I did go ahead and tie the legs together, and then I have a special seasoning mixture that I put on it, and made sure that they're nice and dry before they go into the oven. You know, you don't have to do a lot to them. That's why I just baked it. Like I said, we're just gonna bake it in a 500-degree oven. So we're gonna put quail on top of our rice, jambalaya.
All right, well, this is looking good.
All right.
Smelling good.
And then we're going to go ahead and use that
cream sauce.
Andouille cream sauce over the top of it.
Never enough of those green onions.
I know it.
Ooh, there you go.
All right.
All right. Louisiana Cajun roasted quail over shrimp jambalaya with the andouille cream sauce. It's hard to beat. There you have it.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Hunt of a Lifetime is a nonprofit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
say there's no better way for a father and son to spend their time together than enjoying that time in the great outdoors.
So we'll get businessmen, corporate people, they'll come out and they'll have a meeting. So we have our conference center, they'll set up a meeting, and then we'll take them all hunting. We have father-son teams that'll come, hunting Christmas gifts. They'll give, it just depends on who. We see all walks of life out here.
Jimbo, Covey Rise is often thought of a quail hunting place, and it certainly is. It's got its start that way, but it's what I consider as much of a multi-purpose facility as there is. What are all of the things that go on here?
Well, we got, like you said, we got a lot of things that go on because, hunting season is a short window. So we had to be able to have other ways to bring people out to use the facility. So we started with a youth camp 23 years ago. The newest things that we've added is the venue after COVID, which opened us up for farm-to-table dinners, corporate meetings, weddings. So,
a lot of people might be surprised when they're eating in a restaurant in South Louisiana that the produce actually came here from Covey Rise.
There's a lot of restaurants in New Orleans and chefs that like to hunt. So we had some connections there, and it gave us an opportunity to reach out to them, and they get the local vegetables. We're very proud that we just got endorsed by Orvis as a wing shooting lodge and the only wing shooting lodge in Louisiana.
There's not many of them in the country.
No, I think there's about 28. So
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
I enjoyed the heck out of it. This is a first-class operation, Covey Rise. Sunshine by John Deere offering this opportunity was just incredible. But I was amazed at how quick it happens. Those dogs get those quail, and they're up and they're gone in a split second. And so it was a lot to take in, and it was fantastic. I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Thanks to Covey Rise for the first-class accommodations and for creating an experience that Preston and his dad, Tim, will always remember.
What can you tell people about Covey Rise, the facility out here?
Oh, it's a beautiful spot, great people. Everyone that runs it here runs a top-class place. And I mean, just look around. It's awesome.
With such a love for the outdoors, there's no doubt we'll cross paths with Preston again on the water or in the woods, as he keeps the tradition going of adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage of Bayou Wild.